Goes the other way, you're going to lose money. So as far as I'm concerned, that's what it's all about, the commodities.
Judith, any thoughts on this?
Well, I only have one thought, which is that since the beginning of the fiscal crisis, the financial crisis, not a single person has gone to jail for any of this. And one has to wonder, at one point, doesn't anybody come up with something that's good enough to take to court?
Jeffers, you want to weigh in on the
sure.
Eric,
the one thing that you asked William was, what's wrong with making a massive bet on the market? Then you said, in response correctly, there's nothing wrong with it. However, where the problem is if that massive bet is part of what is considered to be an overall conspiracy to manipulate the market, and if you can prove that, then
Jeffers,
in fact it is very, very
do you know how smart you are? Do you understand how smart you are?
I think that's quite well established at this point.
You know why you're smart? Because it wasn't one group. It wasn't just J.P. Morgan.
That's right.
If there was collusion between Morgan and the bank, HSBC, then you have conspiracy.
So, and the fact is that when the Hunt brothers did this in the 70s and 80s, let's remember that ultimately they were forced to declare bankruptcy because in the end, and if Mr. Cohen is right about this, in the end, the justice will prevail in terms of the exposure and the investigation, and ultimately those same economic risk will turn into be an economic disaster for the players.
Last thought, sir?
Well, I think what I'm merely saying is let's have the CFTC's report, which has investigated this for 2.5 years. Bart Chilton, one of the CFTC members, has said enough investigation. Let's start a prosecution if there is one, or just drop it.
There you go. We're going to have to leave it there. We're going to say thank you to William Cohen and Judith Miller for joining us. First time for Judith for joining us. Not the last, though.